Wagwan chat, welcome back to my channel with your girl Ashley A. Today we're doing a story time. We're doing another story time because it was well liked. It seemed like you guys really liked my last story time, so we're gonna do another one. This is a story time about how I slept in a closet for one of my so-called friends back in the day. Now, before you judge me, okay, I made a lot of stupid decisions when I was younger. I still make a lot of stupid decisions as an adult, but when I was younger, I didn't really have a lot of self-respect, and I really put a lot of people above me.
Real talk.
And this is a situation where I did that with somebody who I thought was my friend at the time. But I thought, let's not be boring and like stand in front of the camera and like do nothing, right? So I thought, let's make some cookies. I've never had this one before. Made with whole grain peanut butter, candy pieces, and chocolate chips, bitch. Sorry, I didn't read it. I just ordered it. I didn't read it. I got my tinfoil. I heard tinfoil is not good for baking. You shouldn't be using it. Apparently, we're not supposed to use this. Apparently, you're just supposed to put the food and whatever it is right on the baking sheet. And it's also not supposed to look like this. But it's supposed to be the color that it was when I bought it, and you're just supposed to put the food on there. And I don't know how people do that. Like, what? I've never done that in my life. Apparently that's normal, and this is very toxic, of course, because it's aluminum. But that's what we got today. I'm not raw dogging my cookies on this bacon sheet. I'm sorry about it. We're not doing it. I guess I'm just gonna die early. Like, I don't know. So this story happened around my first year of college, I believe. I just finished high school, and me and this girl actually did go to high school together. Wait, hold on. How long are we supposed to? I didn't read no instructions. Heat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. And for how long? Place cookie dough.
Rounds by 2 inches apart on grease sheet and rough.
Bake for 15 to 20 minutes. That's how you know there's nothing but sugar in this. Because 15 minutes? Motto. I'm not going to make a lot, but I'm also going to make them mini. I don't know. There's something about miniature food that's better. I think it's because you can eat a lot of it and not feel guilty. Girl math. I went to high school with this girl, and we were friends. There was a situation towards the end of the year between the two of us where I was letting her know where I felt like our friendship, she was kind of using me. Like, I felt like a little slave, and I told her that straight. I said, look, my people's time is finished. I don't just be going here doing this, doing whatever, just because you said so. And just because we're friends, I feel like you're using me. Like, it was ridiculous. Giving her an example of being like, hey, like, last time I was at your house, you asked me to grab you the remote. You asked me to grab you this. You asked me to grab, like, every single thing she wanted. The charger, the dressing, the hot dogs, the buns. Everything she needed was like, hey, Ashley, can you grab me this? Hey, Ashley, can you go get this? Hey, Ashley. And I was like, look, bro, am I your friend or your freaking butler? Like, what? Like, no, thank you. So I was letting her know how I felt. We squashed it. I mean, there was a little like back and forth with it, but like we squashed it. We were cool, and we went about our lives. We were friends. Okay? There's two main characters in the story, so they're gonna need a name. Let's call the first girl who I went to high school with, let's call her Oats, because the cookies are made with whole grain oats. And let's call her girlfriend, who's also a very important person in this story. Let's call her Peanut Butter. Oats and Peanut Butter. Okay. Keep up, y'all, okay? My first year of college, I was struggling. I was really struggling. I was really, really, really struggling. And I was having a really rough time. And I ended up going to my mom's house because of funds or something, but I had to go back to my mom's house. So we're not making any cookies. Oop. Just yapping. We were going to actually the same school. We were going to Lethbridge College together. I thought it was my Uber. It's not my Uber. I ordered salad. I don't know if I said that, but I ordered a salad. Oh. You guys want me to put these big pumperotted cookie doughs on this baking sheet and eat it. This. Bumbucker. Oh no, baby. We cutting these in like 3s, 4s. These are massive. They smell good. They smell like hella peanut butter. I honestly think I'm going to take out 3 and cut them in half. Because what? That's crazy. Why are these so big? Oh. This is so processed, it's crazy. Oh, God forgive me. I'm going to take 3 of them and cut them all into 4 because, bruh, that's mad. I went home for a little bit because money was getting really tough for me in college. And she was still attending school. One day, she texted me and she was like, hey, we should kick it. I haven't seen you in a minute. My family is having this barbecue thing and you should come. My girlfriend's going to be there. And I was like, cool. I don't remember exactly our first interaction. Like, I don't remember my first interaction with Oat's girlfriend, but all I remember was when she said, hey, my girlfriend was coming, I remember being like, ooh, like, is she going to be cool with me being there? Like, I remember that being my response. So obviously there was something that happened prior. I just don't remember exactly what it was between me and Peanut Butter. I'm a little nervous and I'm like, okay, fine. Like, if she's cool with me being there, then I'm cool with being there too. Right? Oates says it's not going to be an issue, whatever. I'll come and get you. At the time, I didn't have my license. This is important. I did not have my license. I didn't know how to drive. I've never been behind a wheel, okay? Never been behind a steering wheel in my life, okay? This is important. Remember this. So she's like, I'm going to come and get you, and we're going to come back to my girlfriend's spot because they were living together at the time. And then once the weekend is over, because the barbecue was... What in the fuck was that? Oh, Uber. Is that my food? On a Sunday, and she was gonna come and get me either on a Thursday or a Friday. I can't exactly remember. She drove all the way to come and get me. She drove at least 6 hours to come and get me. Before we even left my city, conversation that me and Oates had. And I was like, look, Oates, are you sure your girl is gonna be cool with me being there? Because I knew them to be very argumentative and I knew them to have a lot of issues. Like, I don't know, they were just always arguing. They always had a lot of problems. So I was just like, are you sure she's gonna be cool? She said, yes, bro, she's gonna be good. But I do need to tell you that she has been hanging around her ex lately and it has been getting on my nerves. And I said, whoa. Are you calling me here to do an intervention with your girl? Because that's not what I'm gonna do. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I was like, damn, like, you guys should really talk about that. You know, you don't want any issues. You should really sort that out. She was like, yeah, I'm going to call her right now. We were on our way to the grocery store to grab some snacks for the road and also, like, for when we get there. We get to the grocery store. We're in the chip aisle. I remember this so vividly because in this moment, there was a thought that came to my head like, you should probably go home. But what did I do? I got in the car with her and I drove all the way to damn Lethbridge. Or not even Lethbridge. It was like a reserve close to Lethbridge. Anywho, cookies. See how cute they are? What? Come on. Timer. Cool. So she calls her just to check on her, see how she is. I don't know. Test the waters, see how her mood is. Girl, I don't know. She called her and she said, hey babe, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. They're having their little small talk. She's like, oh, where are you? Who are you with? She's like, oh, I'm with Ashley. She said a little something under her breath, but I didn't, I ignored it, okay? I ignored it. I was looking for my chips. I don't know why. Y'all, please tell me why this happened. But Oates thought it was a great idea. It was a grand idea to talk about how they have been arguing about her communicating with her ex and to see what I thought about it live while I'm looking for my chips. Okay. They were like, cause I'm minding my business. I'm looking for my chips. Oh, Doritos. Oh, Dutch. Da, 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 da. And they're going back and forth on the phone. I'm ignoring them. And she goes,
well, why don't we see what Ashley thinks about it?
I don't want to be a part of this. Leave me out. Leave me out of it. 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 She gives me the phone. She puts it to my ear, y'all. She puts it to my ear. She goes,
so Ashley, like, what do you think? Do you think it's bad? We were just talking, like, it's nothing crazy. It's just a conversation.
I said, look, peanut butter. Which you guys do in your relationship is your business. I don't want to be a part of it. She said,
no, don't be like that. You're just going to be like that because you're her friend. Of course, you're going to pick her side because you're her friend.
Get your goddamn. I didn't even want to be in the conversation. You're talking about picking sides. I didn't even want to be in the conversation. Like, what? The helly? So I tell her, don't ever, if a couple ever asks you for advice, don't give your honest, don't grab you by your neck. Don't give the honest advice, because you give the honest advice and they'll look at you like you're the jackass. Please, I was the jackass in the fucking store looking for my chips. Wow. How? I don't know. Anywho, she was explaining the scenario to me. She said this and this and this happened. We only were talking about this. It wasn't sexual. It wasn't that. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. Justifying everything. I was like, cool, girl. Like, honestly, I don't think anything you did was wrong, but like, you're in a relationship with Oates, and Oates sees an issue with it. So that's something you and Oates need to talk about. You know, I'm trying to like put it back on them. Like, get it off of me. What do I have to do with this? Am I your ex? No, girl. They get off the phone. And in my head, I'm assuming Peanut Butter knows that I'm coming. Peanut Butter knows that I'm coming, right? Or what? You told her I'm coming, right? You told her I'm coming to her house to sleep there? You told her. You told her, right? Oates. You told her, right? Nope. Oates didn't tell her nothing. Oates didn't tell her I was coming. Now I look like the friend that picked your side and then is now coming to sleep over. So we get to the house. Peanut Butter's not there. Peanut Butter and Oates, I guess because of that conversation, she felt the type of way. She said, I'm going to go hang out with my ex and we're going to go drinking. Again, I don't care what you say. We're going drinking. Oates is telling me some things that happened in the relationship. I'm not gonna speak on them because I feel like it's not my business. But there were some very toxic things happening in that relationship that she was telling me about. And that she was saying, I hope I don't have to experience again with her, because it was kind of traumatizing for me. And I've never been through anything like that. Like, she's the first person that I've ever been in a situation like this with. And I was like, girl, like, why are you telling me things like you are in danger as I'm in the house? I'm already in the house. We're already here. And now you're telling me, oh, all these things have happened. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my safety. As I'm in the house. As I'm in the house. The way their place was set up, they were staying in the basement area, and they had like a room in the back. They had a closet on the other side, a little wardrobe, little area over there, and then like a living room area, like with a couch and a TV and everything, right? I assumed I was going to sleep on that couch. So I placed my stuff over there. Peanut Butter was still out drinking with her ex. Oates wasn't having it. She was texting her, calling her phone, talking about where you at, why aren't you home yet? I've been home for X amount of hours. You're still not here. Da 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 da. Going back and forth with her. Me and Oates were watching a movie while they were like texting and going back and forth, right? I'm like, yo, I'm getting kind of tired. Like, is it cool that I go lay down like on the couch? Like like I don't really want to watch another movie. Like I'm gonna go to sleep.
She said, yeah, cool, no problem. The thing is, we might have to switch your sleeping arrangements.
I said, what you mean? Got my salad. Let's look at it first. I got it from Subway because, well, it's like, what time is it? It's 11:43. So ain't nowhere open right now except for like McDonald's and A&W. Peach leaf iced tea. Thank you very much. And I got a sweet onion. Ooh, girl, that looks good. What is it called? A chicken onion teriyaki roll? This is what I got. Can you see it? I'm gonna eat it after I'm done this video. Put it in the fridge real quick. And the cookies, there's 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Oates was telling me, hey, we gotta switch up your sleeping arrangements. And I was like, why? Like, what's going on? She was like, oh, peanut butter's really upset right now. And I don't know. Like, she said she's gonna come home and she's really drunk. And like when she's drunk, she's kind of like belligerent, and I don't want her to get like violent with you. And I was like, wait, why would she get violent with me? Like, what did I do? This is why I asked you if it was cool if I'm here, like this is why I asked you.
And she was like, nah, like, it's not like that, don't worry, it's cool.
She's trying to calm me down. She's
like, look, like you can sleep in this another room over here, you can sleep in this room.
Y'all, this girl opens up the door and I'm like, okay, cool, another room, cool. Please tell me why the room is this big, yo. Like from here to here, bro. Like from here to here, bro. And there was like 4 garbage bags and like some hockey gear, maybe some bags, some duffel bags and stuff like that. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, girl, is this a closet? Is this like a there they go. Sing your song. Yup. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you. Oh, she ain't done. Okay. Cookies. Oh, they're so cute. Look at guys. Look at the cookies. We're gonna eat them in a second. Just gotta let them cool for a little bit. Yeah, that's bare sugar. They're so soft. I looked at her and I said, "Girl, isn't this a closet?" She said, "Oh no. We just put our stuff in here because like there was nowhere else to put it." And you know what I did? You know what my silly young dumb self did? I rearranged the garbage bags were filled with clothes. So I rearranged the garbage bags because girl didn't give me a pillow, gave me a blanket, and that was it. She said, "Here you go." So I arranged the garbage bags and I took my bag that had my clothes in it and I shoved my bag against the garbage bag so it was nice and soft. And I slept there on the floor. No mattress, no blow up bed, no extra blanket on the ground, nothing. Just me, a hardwood ground, some garbage bags like this. Like this. This is what I look like in this damn girl's house on the floor like this. Like this. Sleeping. So I slept in the closet. Because girl, where else was I gonna sleep? And I'm sleeping, right? In the closet, okay? All of a sudden I hear everything, okay? Noises everywhere. So like a damn earthquake was going on. And I'm sitting in the closet like, I take out my phone, I lower the brightness all the way down, and I text Oates and I say, hey, are you okay? Because if you think I'm getting out of this closet to come and save you now, it ain't happening. I was scared, girl. First of all, I ain't never been on a reserve before. I'm 6 hours away from my damn house. I don't drive. I don't know anybody out here except for Oats and damn peanut butter psycho ass. Okay? I have no way of getting back home except for Oats and peanut butter psycho ass. My only form of safety that I feel right now is this blood clot closet. So I'm staying in here. And I stayed in there. It got quiet after, like all the rustles and the banging and the yelling, the shouting, all that shit stopped. Oats texts me back finally and she says, yeah, I'm okay. By then, girl, I was already sleeping. I was already passed the fuck out. I wake up the next morning. That nice basement that I was in, scattered. Everything scattered. Clothes scattered. Pillows, everything everywhere. And there's this big, dirty, stinking hole. This big hole on the wall beside the closet, like by the door or something. I don't know. Not to get into the closet where I'm sleeping, but like beside the other one. Because remember I told you there was like a wardrobe and a closet. Yeah, that door fuck up, mush up. Everything mash up. I'm looking at Oats and I said, yo, is this what all the banging was last night?
She said, yeah, me and peanut butter, like, we got into it. Da-da-da.
I say, oh yeah, where is peanut butter? Where's she at? She said, oh, she went back out with her ex. I said, what you mean? Didn't she come home last night? She said,
yeah, we got into a big argument. She pushed me through the wall.
I said, that's what that hole is?
She said, yeah, that was my body.
I said, it's not funny. Domestic violence is not fucking funny. Eh? Domestic violence is not funny. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the fact that I put myself in this situation. Idiot thing. I'm like, damn, like, are you okay? Like, what, like, is peanut butter, like, what, like, girl, what are we doing? What's happening right now? She said, I need to go and pick up peanut butter because she's still drunk. Mind you, this is the next day in the morning, probably like 10, 11 in the morning, okay? Or maybe even 9. I don't know. It was early and I didn't want to be there. And I was like, what are we doing? Like, can I go home now? Like, is this trip over with? Like, it sounded like last night was not how you expected it to go. So, like, can I leave now? Like, is my job done? She said, I need to go pick up peanut butter. She's still really drunk. And she's hanging out with her ex. And she drove her car into a ditch.
Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Old as you is.
I didn't ask enough questions. That's one thing about me when I was younger. I didn't ask enough questions. This is how I ended up in these stupid situations because I never asked enough damn questions. Never asked nothing, bro. Like, for what? And you just said we're going to the park and I say, okay. Like, my dumb ass. Like, I don't. So she said, yeah, I need to go pick up peanut butter. She crashed her car into a ditch. She can't get a hold of her ex anymore. She left her somewhere. She's really drunk. Da 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 da. I said, cool, let's go get it, right? We go outside, and I'm like, oh, it's dead. My light is dying, y'all, so sorry if it gets a little darker in a few minutes, but my light is dying. Anyways, there she goes. She dead. I told y'all. We go outside, and I guess peanut butter calls, and she's hysterical. She's yelling, crying, everything, you name it. She's doing all of it. Like, and I don't know what the fuck she's even saying at this point. Like, she just sounds crazy on the phone. And Oates is like, yo, calm down. Like, I'm coming to get you, blah, 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 blah. Where are you located? Try to send me your pin. Mind you, peanut butter is drunk still, Like, you're trying to get a location and proper information from a drunk person. And she's also angry because she came back and they were fighting. Like, there's emotions involved. There's liquor involved. Like, girl, it was a mess. It was a mess for freaking 9 a.m., bro. It was crazy. Like, what the flip? Once she found out I was there, she was like, oh, I don't want to be around her or something like that. Like, I don't, like, you guys go do your own thing. Like, I don't want to be around you guys. You guys do your own thing, basically. So bring my car, bring my other car or whatever, and you bring your car. Oates is like, how the heck am I going to do that? She's like, She's there, no? Have her drive the other car. Do you guys remember when I said I didn't have my license? I've never driven a car before in my life. Never even sat behind a wheel, went vroom, 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 just for funsies? No. Nope, nada. Didn't do it, okay? And this girl's talking about she's there, she's your friend, da da da. Tell her to help, da da da. I didn't even want her to be here. You didn't even ask me, da 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 da. The least she could do is drive the. Oates comes to me and she says, she doesn't want to be around me. You gotta help me. Blah 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 blah. Can you just drive the car? Just drive the car. Just drive the car. I said, I've never driven a car before. I've literally never driven a, like, it's not even a joke. Like, it's not even a, like, I've literally never driven a car at this point in time. What are you talking about right now? She's like, yeah, just like follow me. All you have to do is put your foot on the pedal and hold the steering wheel straight. Bro, this is a vehicle. Like, yeah, I drive now, so like it's whatever. But like, just really put yourself. Remember how you felt before you even drove. You got behind the wheel. You were like, oh shit, bitch. Okay. Now this is my first situation, and we're in a reserve, so it's gravel road. Like, it ain't no nice paved roads. Ain't no freaking proper like street lights and everything. Bro, please. I'm like, I'm not doing it. We're going back and forth. Me and Oath, we're going back and forth. I said, I'm not driving the car. I can get in a lot of trouble for that. I never even got my license. I don't know what the hell I said. I said, they're never going to give it to me or something like that because I'm breaking the law already. Like, blah, 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 blah. Oath is like begging me. I said, bro, I want to go home after this. I'll do this for you, but I want to go home after this. I'm not sleeping in the closet again. I want to go home after this. She's like, don't worry. We're going to go to the barbecue after. And then I'll take you home right after. I said, I don't want to go to a damn barbecue, bro. You're gonna take me home after this. Like, this is stupid. I don't even want to drive the car.
Just tell me, let's go. She's there drunk. You need to help me. She's there by herself drunk. I need help. I can't drive two cars.
Like that's my problem. Like I told you to go date Psycho ass Peanut Butter. Did I tell you to go do that? No, I fucking didn't. Get in the car. Oh, mind you, Peanut Butter didn't want me driving her car. She said I can only drive Oat's car. Peanut Butter didn't like me, and I don't know why. I never did nothing to that girl. Maybe she thought me and Oats had a thing. I'm not into ladies. Sorry. Strictly dickly. I don't know why she didn't like me. I was very nice to her, I feel. Maybe she thought I was rude or something. Maybe I did something and she thought I was rude. But she never said anything to me about it, so girl just didn't like me. Okay? I get in the car. Oats is giving me a quick little tutorial. Gas pedal, brake. Y'all, I never drove before. Literally, never drove before. The reason that I was at this age in my life and still didn't have my license is because I got into a car accident when I was in high school, and it traumatized me. It completely traumatized me. Like, even being in the passenger seat, like, I rode in the back seat for at least like a year. I rode in the back seat of the car for like at least a year, and then I started growing like even more anxiety about being in the back seat because I was like, damn, like if the car accident ever happens again, I won't be able to see it. So then I got to a point where I always had to sit in the passenger seat. Like, it was bad. I had a lot of fears and stuff about it. Maybe I'll do a story time about like my first car accident because it was actually really bad, and the doctor said I was lucky to be alive. So yeah, that shit was scary, and that's why I was like, I'm never sitting in a driver's seat. I'm never driving a car. Nope. And that's why I was in college and I didn't have my license and I wasn't driving. Like, everyone made fun of me. They're like, you're at the age where you should be driving now. But I was like, bro, I'm scared, bro. Like, I literally almost died the last time I was sitting in I wasn't even driving the car. Like, no. She's giving me a little tutorial, gas, brake, park, drive, reverse, all that shit, right? And she's telling me we're just going straight. There's 2 turns. That's it. Leaving this neighborhood, and then we go straight all the way down, and then turning into like where she's at. I said, okay. She's like, I'm gonna show you everything. Don't worry. You just follow me. Mind you, we're going like maybe 30 kilometers, maybe even less than that. Because when we first started, I was scared. She's like, I'm gonna be on the phone with you the whole time. My phone's on the speaker. Her phone's on the speaker. I'm shaking, yo. I'm shaking. I'm sitting in the car. Oh, don't do this to people. It's not nice. Like, yes, I'm an idiot for agreeing to this, but also, like, she's not a good friend. Like, why would she even put me in that situation to begin with? Like, that's not fucking cool. I don't give a fuck about your stupid ass girl who's drunk. Like, I don't care. Call her a goddamn Uber or something, or call somebody else. Like, no, don't put me in that situation. I don't know. I just feel like as a friend, one, you put me in the damn closet. 2, you're making me drive, and I've never driven a car before. Like, you're not thinking about me at all. You're just thinking about yourself and your stupid ass girlfriend. And that's how I felt. That's literally how I felt. And this was the last time I ever spoke to her again. After this situation, I texted her how I felt about the whole situation and how uncomfortable I felt, and how, as a friend, like, I feel like you should never put me in that position. No one is saying to put your relationship over me, but it's just like, you put me in situations where I should not have been in. And yes, I'm also a part to blame because I agreed to be in them. But it's just like, I don't even think as a friend you should have even presented it to me. Period. If you were a good friend, that should have never even came out of your mouth at all. And that's how I felt. And I expressed that to her. And she agreed as well. But like, anyways, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm jumping. I'm jumping too far. So she's on the speaker with me, and she's like, yeah, just put your toe on the gas pedal just a little bit, hold the steering wheel, follow me. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Like, she was like walking me through everything. I guess technically she taught me how to drive a little bit, because girl, I've never driven before. Like, what the fuck? Like, not even like the little drive arounds in the parking lot that you do with your parents. Like, nah, I never did that. Like, I was literally traumatized. And also, she knew about my car accident. And that's one of the reasons why I wasn't behind the wheel. So, like, I just felt even more like, bro, like, anywho. So we're driving. We make the turn out of the neighborhood. We go straight for, I want to say, like, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. And then we make another, like, maybe a left or a right. We see Peanut Butter's car in a ditch, and we're calling Peanut Butter and everything, and she's not answering. And then we drive up a little bit further to like this house. It's just like maybe like 5 minutes from the ditch, and Peanut Butter's there, and she's drinking with her ex. Go figure, hey? And she's just careless, like, oh, hey, like, what are you guys doing here? Type thing. Oats and Peanut Butter, they have their conversation. I'm so pissed off that I don't go in the house or anything like that. But like, I stand outside of the car, and I'm sitting there like fuming, but also like scared shitless. Like, I'm still like nervous. Like, guys, I was sitting in the steering wheel, like legs shaking, like legs shaking like a stripper in church, bitch. Like, I was behind the wheel. Like, I was probably having an anxiety attack before I even knew what an anxiety attack was, if we're being completely honest. Like, I was hyperventilating, shaking, all that shit. Like, I was scared for my life. We get there, we park, and I'm like still shaky, and I'm sitting in the car. And then I guess Peanut Butter is okay enough to drive, but Oats is like, I don't think it's a good idea. Peanut Butter ain't having it. Peanut Butter ain't having it. They leave the other car in the ditch. I don't remember how they got it out, or who helped them get it out, or whatever happened. Like, I don't really know what happened, but all I know is that we all left together in separate vehicles, but we all left together. And one of the vehicles was also still there. We get back to the house, and Peanut Butter goes, and she goes to like sleep or whatever. And it's like, really, by this time, like, I don't know how the fuck it went from morning to nighttime, but by this time it's late in the evening. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. If we were out there for a long time, I don't really remember. There was something that happened in between that time period that I ended up being there until the evening and meeting like the rest of Peanut Butter's family and all this stuff. And Peanut Butter was sober, and she apologized for, like, I guess, like, basically acting crazy. And then we went to Oats family barbecue in the morning, at like literally first thing, early crack of dawn in the morning. I felt so like uncomfortable with the whole weekend. And because I knew Oats from high school, I also knew Oats family a little bit as well, and I knew her mom, and I really love her mom. Her mom is an amazing person. Oates is an amazing person as well. Like, we don't talk anymore or anything like that, but I just feel like there were some things in that relationship, friendship wise, that, like, girl, you're not a nice friend. Good person, not a nice friend, you know? Oates' mom, I loved her. So when we went to the barbecue, I instantly was like, oh, thank God. Thank God you're here. Ah, somebody I like, you know? Like, I was just like, oh my God. And I wanted to express to her like the shitty weekend that I had, but I feel like she kind of already knew, and she already had a feeling because she. I'm gonna say my own piece, but I feel like she never liked peanut butter. I feel like she didn't like their relationship because she loves oats. That's her daughter, right? You know, like she wants her to be happy. She doesn't want her to be in a toxic relationship or whatever. Let's try these cookies before the story is finished, right? Cheers! It's good. It mostly tastes like peanut butter. It's really sweet. I didn't end up expressing anything to Oat's mom, but I can definitely tell that she had a feeling that I was uncomfortable and upset. She made it her utmost to make me feel comfortable. Her family, Oat's family, is like so loving, so warm, so welcoming. Like, oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah. After that situation, I texted Oats. I mean, she dropped me back off at home. The ride back was really awkward and kind of uncomfortable. We didn't really say too much, and I texted her maybe like the next day or the next week or something, and I was just like, that situation you put me in was absolutely horrendous, and I don't want to be friends anymore. Like, I don't see a point in us being friends, and I just like there was just so many boundaries, just so much that was crossed, so many comments that were made as well by Peanut Butter that I was just like, you just allow people to talk about your friends like this. Like, I don't like. I was just like, girl, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Anyways, that's a story about how I slept in a closet for a so-called friend. Life lesson: stay at your blood clot house. See you guys on the next one. Bye.
Now which can life I never see. I carry God so I fear not. Steady increase in the combat.